Hi, everyone. I'm Rini, and I'm the inventor of the Easyknotter, and I want to thank you for taking my class today, and I want to thank Michaels for having me here. I want to mention that, the class is being recorded, so if you miss something, you'll always be able to see it on Michael's YouTube channel. Today, we'll be making a lariat. I love lariats because you can wear them any which way. You could have it this way, have it around the beads going down your back, wear it as an anklet, or wear it as a bracelet. Today, we're using, let's see, the Beadalon cord, size 6. So what I want you to do is unravel the cord. I'm going to do this part right here because it's easier to see. All right, just go like this. And I like to get the kinks out of it. So to show it to you this way, it's easier. All right, so here's the needle attached. This is a size 6, and I love this cord because it has a needle and this is silk. And what you want to do first is at the end of the cord, you want to make sure that there's a knot. Let's see if you can, there, okay. If there's not a knot, just tie a knot at the end or else it'll fray, okay? And then what you want to do is you just want to like stretch the cord just like this to get all the kinks out. There we go. And here we go. And then if you have any questions, just let us know and I'll answer them all for you. All right. Thank you. So now what I want to do is go over to the board so we can start our project. Okay. Right. That this is the Easyknotter, and here's a little cap, safety cap. I'll put that away. Here's the post, and this is 4 inches and this is 4 millimeters. You can do it right-handed or left-handed. So I'm right-handed. I'm going to be using the inches, and for this one, we're doing the 1/2 inch, which is right there. Okay. But what we're going to do first is we're going to string the beads on. Okay. I'm going to put this aside. And this is how I string my beads. Okay. Let's see. Let me get the project out here. Okay. It might be easier for you to see it this way. So what I'm going to do is just take the hematite bead, the purple bead, the hematite, and then the crystals. I always love to add crystals. There, so that's the first one. And then what you do, you just take another hematite bead and go to the blue. And everybody has the handout, I hope, because it'll explain everything on there. Let's see. Let me find, there it goes. And then as you're going along, you got to make, you make sure that you have it all in order. And what's great, with the Easyknotter is that you can use any cord you want, anything that knots. All right. I should have pre-strung this already, but I wanted everybody to see how to string it. There we go. Try and do my best. Get this on there. And then another hematite bead. And the reason I'm using the hematite bead is because the quartz bead, the hole is too big and it won't hold the knot. So I always use a bead that will stop it. Let's see, we got this one. Hello, everyone. Oh boy, this is great. Thank you so much for joining us. This is fun. I hope you enjoy this class, and I can't wait to show you how easy it is. Okay, I'm up to, we're almost halfway, but I want to explain when I get to the top. And there we go. See, it's so great with the needle. You don't have to worry about, not having the needle. See here, this is how it's looking. Okay. Right there. Okay. So now that I've used all of the colors, what I like to do is go back to the purple right here and then go back down this way. But if you don't want to do it that way, that's fine. You can just start going back up again. It's your preference. It's your project. Okay. So now I'm going to get the purple. There it goes. Here we go. Yeah, I do it that way so there's the same color on the same side. And then we're going to go back down. This won't take too much longer. I just wanted everyone to see how it is to string all the beads on. My patterns are mostly very dainty. I love using small beads. And also, this cord that I'm using comes in all different sizes. I think 0 to 16. So, if you need a thicker cord, you just get a thicker cord. Let's see. I think someone asked how long the necklace was going to be. I do believe it's in the instructions. I'm not sure, but I will measure it after we are all done. There we go. We are getting there, huh? Just there we go. My nightmare was that all my beads were going to fall on the floor. Then what would I do? Oops, there we go. That would have been bad. Okay, let's see. And we are getting there. Oops. Got it. I really should put my light on to see, but that's okay. Another hematite bead. And then, if you wanted to switch out the beads, that's fine. I usually like gold, but so many people like silver. So you can use, silver beads instead of the hematite bead. Anything that works for you. Okay. It's getting there. Oops, almost forgot a bead. That would have been okay. It doesn't matter if you make a mistake or not. There we go. Just a little bit more. And yes, we're at the end. So what I'm going to do is just the hematite bead. See, this is how it's going to be. And then another crystal. Just like that. And then another hematite bead. And then the quartz. And another hematite bead. And what I do is I put on one more hematite bead. And that is going to be the anchor for the last bead. Okay. So let me show you how this looks. And let me grab my cord. What did I do with the cord? All right. So what you do at the end, what I like to do is wrap the excess cord back around the cardboard. So I just go like this, and I start bringing all my beads down. There. Makes it easier. Okay. Let me get rid of this board. And now the fun begins. Okay, here we go. Let me grab the Easyknotter right here. And I'm right-handed. So what you want to do, all right, so here is my first knot. What I want to do is do another knot right over here, about an inch apart. So what you want to do is you just create the X for the knot, bring the cord through the loop, put the loop on the post. I use my index finger to close up the loop. So I'm just going to close up the loop, and there, just going to pull the previous knot back to the 1 inch. Index finger and thumb, lift the knot off the post, and then give a little tug, and then there's your knot right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to put glue on there after we finish the project. So we want to bring down the first set of beads, and that is the hematite bead, the quartz, another hematite, a crystal, and a quartz, okay? And to do this, we want to knot right up against the bead. So we're going to create a loop for the knot, create the loop for the knot, make a little X, open that up. And what I like to do, I like to grab the beads and just bring them through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. And what I like to do is I put my index finger against the post right there, and I just pull with my opposite hand. And with this one, we want the beads right up to the post. So I'm going to pull until that bead is right up to the post, okay? And then to take the knot off the post, there's a couple of different ways, but for this one, what we're going to do is take your next bead, that's the hematite bead, okay? And then you're just going to lift the knot off the post, and with your index finger and thumb, you're going to push the bead towards the knot and tugging on the cord. And there you go. The knot is right up to the bead. So now what we're going to do is the spacing. So what you're going to do, again, just create the loop for the knot, bring your cord through the loop, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, and then you're just, again, my index finger is right up to the post, and I want the 1/2 inch. So what I'm going to do is pull until my previous knot is at the 1/2 inch right there. Again, index finger, thumb, lift the knot off the post, give a tug, and then there's your knot right there. Now we bring down the next set of beads, and it's the hematite, the quartz and the hematite. Again, it's just creating the loop for the knot. And then I like to grab the beads and bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, and then you just go just like that. And then there you go, nice and tight. Bring your next bead down. And then you're going to lift the knot off the post just like that. And then just push the bead towards the knot. And it's nice and tight right there. Okay. And then you get into your own rhythm, and you could do your knot whichever way is best for you. Again, you just, create the loop just like that. And then this goes back and forth to wherever you want the placement of the knot. But I like the 1/2 inch for this one, which is right there. Index finger, thumb, lift the knot off the post. There you go. It's as simple as that. And let me show you this technique again. Create the loop for the knot. Bring everything through. Put the loop on the post. Have that loop facing you. Close the loop up. And what you want to do, you want to make sure that that bead is right up to the post. There's going to be gaps there. Don't worry about it. Don't bring the bead back to the measurement line. It won't be tight enough. Okay, so you've got a little bit of tight tension there, and then bring your next bead down, and then lift the knot off the post, and you could just rest it on there, and then you just push the knot towards the post, and it makes it nice and tight. There. Nice, you guys are doing great. Again, create the loop for the knot. You bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, gonna close it up. Again, the 1/2 inch right there. Index finger, thumb, lift the knot off the post. Make sure you keep your a pinch on that knot, and then tug and then let it go, okay? And always tug away from the post, okay? We'll bring down the next set of beads. And I'm going to show you a different way to take the knot off the post, okay? You just create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, close up the loop, and again, I'm going to pull till that bead is right up to the post. And for this one, what you can do, you have a little, your index finger, middle finger, and thumb, like a little tripod, and you give the beads a pinch, okay? I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to try and lift this up. I'm giving a pinch to the beads in the cord, and I'm having a very tight tension on there, okay? So what you do is once you get that pinch, let go of that cord, lift the knot off the post, but make sure you don't move your finger and thumb until after you tug. That's very important. You give a tug, and then there's your knot. That's a little bit harder to do than the one bringing the bead down, but any way that you like to do it, it's whichever what is best for you. I'll show that method again. Create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that facing you always. The 1/2 inch, index finger, thumb, lift the knot off the post, give a tug, there's your knot. Bring the bead down. And then what you want to do, there's the knot on the other side, create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, and then close that up. And again, the little tripod, these 3 fingers, you get a good grip of that knot and bead, give a good pinch, let go of the cord, lift it off, don't move your finger and thumb till after you've tugged, give a tug, and then there's your knot. So those are the 2 methods of taking the knot off the post. And then you'll get into your own rhythm. You know, it goes very quickly. It's and the beads, you know, the jewelry is just stunning. People come up to you and say, "Oh, I like your chain." And you're like, "Oh, no, not chain, it's cord." You know, create the loop for the knot, bring your beads through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. And you can also, you know, if you're more comfortable to put your finger on top of the loop, that's the post, that's fine to close up the loop, you know, so it doesn't fly off. But I like, you know, to just put my index finger there. All right. And then I'm just going to take my next bead, lift it off, and then there you go. Nice and tight. Okay. I hope I'm not going too fast for you guys. You know, create the X. You bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, closing up the loop, the 1/2 inch, index finger, thumb, lift off, and there you go. Again, we're going to do the crystal, make the X. Always have to make sure you bring all your beads through. And closing that up, right there. Bring the next bead down, lift off, and then just push it towards the bead, nice and tight. See how it's coming along? So pretty. And I really want to thank you for taking the class. Appreciate it. There we go. And then again, just make sure you my finger is like up against the post. It's not really, it's touching the cord, but not tight, because you want to make sure that it can move. And then I'm just going to go to the 1/2 inch right there, index finger and thumb, lift off, give a tug, and there's your knot. Okay. And you can use whatever bead you want to. And I want a knot on the other side. Create the loop for the knot. You bring everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, and you close up the loop. And here I'm going to just pull again, make sure that bead is out that way and not this way, okay? Most important. Just give a tug. Don't worry about, tugging on the cord. All right, so then you just take this next bead.
Hey, Rainy.
Yeah?
Hey, Rainy. How do you remove a knot if you make a mistake?
Oh, very good question. Ha ha ha. All right. Tweezers. All right, I am going to do a knot and I'm going to want to take it out. Okay. All right. So say this one is, it's not where I wanted it. So what I do, there's that little spot there. And you just take your tweezers and you just go like this. See? And that opens up the knot. And I want to open it up a little bit more. So these tweezers are really good to use. Or you can use a pin, whichever is best for you. There. And now I could put it right back onto the post. I hope that helps. So yeah, tweezers, good thing. Because let me just show you again. There's just like that little spot there. Or you can get a pin right here and go underneath it. But once you start using this, you're going to be a pro and you won't need them. All right. Now a knot on the other side of the post again. Create the loop for the knot. And you bring everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. Close that up. Bring the bead there. And again, I'll show you this one again. My little tripod. Get that grip of the bead and knot. Lift it off. Don't move your finger or thumb till after you tug. Very important. Give a tug, and then there's your knot. You can practice both ways. And just do your knot which way you want and get the beads through, whatever is best for you. And I like to pre-string my beads, but you don't have to. So whatever is comfortable for you. So you're just making that little X, and I'm grabbing my beads, and then I'm just lifting it through. Putting the loop on the post, closing that up, and I want to bring the beads all the way up to the post. Always remember all the way up to the post. And one other thing, if this one is also good for pearl knotting, you just don't do the spacing in between. I can show you, if we have enough time, I can show you how to do that. Okay. And then here we just create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, close that up. And there you go, 1/2 inch. Yeah, the reason why I like to pre-string the beads is I can see the pattern. And then also, if I'm waiting for somebody, like I can have it all ready to go, wrapped around my Easyknotter. There, okay. So here's the loop for the knot. Again, close that up, bring that over to there. Now let's use a tripod again, lift off. Don't move your finger or thumb till after you tug. Give a tug and there's your knot. You can actually hear the tug. It's really cool. But that does take a little bit to get used to. So don't get frustrated. You can always rewatch the video, which is the best thing. All right. Index loop towards you, index finger there, 1/2 inch, like that and that. There we go. Gonna bring my other beads down. Create the loop for the knot. Bring everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. Close up the loop. There we go. And then I'm going to bring my other bead down and lift the knot off the post. Yes, it works with all cords that knot. Leather, Irish linen, waxed cord, suede. If you can knot it, it will knot. But the video, actually it's going to be on Michael's channel, the YouTube channel. So if you want, I think it's going to be up in like between 24 to 48 hours. I never knew that there was a Michael's YouTube video. It has so many classes on there. You guys are going to love it. Just go there and you can learn so much. So I hope you guys do that. Just go onto YouTube, put Michael's online classes, and you can watch it. So here it is. Just lift the knot off the post, and then just, there you go, a nice knot. Okay, here we go. Create the loop for the knot. Bring everything through. We are almost half done here. I wish there's so much more I want to show you, but we'll see how far we can get, okay? Because I also did a bracelet that I wanted to show you. Let's see. Create the loop for the knot, everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, and close up. And with this one, I'm gonna bring the next bead down. And the reason I like to do lariats is because there's a lot of people out there that have metal allergies. So this one has no findings on it. And that saves you money with the findings. Yes. What is the maximum number of beads? Let's see. I think that's what it says. I guess I'm going to show how to finish this. We do have enough. We do have enough time. I'm just going to try and do it just a little bit quicker. I hope you don't mind, because I want to show you some other things also. Okay. Loop on the post, closing up that loop. Remember, always have that bead facing out. Okay. And there's going to be gaps there. Let it be. I'm going to do the tripod again. Going to have that tight tension right there. Tripod, grip the bead in the knot. Once you get that good pinch, let go of that bead, lift everything off, and then just give a little knot. Little push. There you go. All right. Create the loop for the knot. I'm trying to read some of the comments while I'm doing this. I'm not sure. I'm not really reading all of the comments. I'm sorry.
Somebody is asking. Someone is asking if you can tell the length of the cord, of the whole cord.
Oh, of the size of the how long the necklace is going to be, or the cord itself. Well, the cord itself is 6.5 inches long. And usually for knotting, what you need is, like, if you want to do a 10-inch project, you have to do 2.5 times of cord. So that would be 25 inches. I usually, I'll use one cord and it makes a really beautiful necklace anywhere between like 45 inches to 40 to like 50 inches for each cord. But the necklace the lariat that we're working on, let's see how long it's going to be. All right. So this, I know that's 6 inches. So that's 6, 12, 18, like 24, like 26, 27 inches for the lariat that we're making right now. I hope that answered the question. If not, just let me know, okay? And you can use, different cords. So I'm going to just create the loop for the knot. Use whatever cord you like best. I do like the silk cord and the nylon cord that comes with the needle attached. It has such a nice drape to it. But whatever, you have in the house is fine. It's all going to look beautiful. And it doesn't take long at all. You just, and I like to make my designs nice and simple. I find when I do like too much to it, it's just too busy. So my usual design is this, having crystals in between. Oops, I forgot to do my little 1/2 inch there. Well, the other side of the bead. Creating the loop, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. All right, there you go. and then index finger and thumb, lift it off the post, give a tug, and there's your knot. And it's okay to get these cords wet also, because I make wish bracelets, a lot of them. And, you wear them until they wear out, and it could be years before it falls off. Let's see, index finger and thumb, lift it off, give a tug. There you go. Bring down your next set of beads right there. Create the loop for the knot. Bring everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, closing up the loop. There you go, nice and tight. Bring down that next bead. I think we're doing good on time. Oh my gosh, this is great. See, it doesn't take long. It's beautiful. I'm sure you guys are doing great. There you go, create the loop for the knot. Bring everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, closing up the loop, and then to the 1/2 inch, index finger, thumb, lift the knot off the post, give a tug. Perfect. All right. We're getting there. All right. Oh, I will do the pearls. They're right there waiting for you. Okay. Yes, this cord does come with a needle attached, which is the best. Yes, you don't have to worry about that. And you just lift the knot off the post, and then you go. This is the cord that I'm using right here from Beadalon. It comes with 4 different colors, and this is a size 6. Like I said, I like size 6. It has a nice weight to it, and it does come into like 0 to 9 to 16 in some brands. But there's so much cord out there that you can use. I've used like the metallic cord. That's really pretty. Yeah, you can make something really beautiful with that. Well, with everything. And then bring the beads down, create the loop for the knot, everything through, put the loop on the post, have that facing you, closing up the loop, nice and gentle. And then just pull. Then what I like to do sort of is like hold this side of the cord and this side of the cord and like guide the beads to the post, okay? Gaps there, don't worry about them. They're good. All right. Take the next bead, and you can even just like lift the knot off the post like that. That's fine. But then just push the bead towards the knot, and it's nice and tight. Okay. Here we go. We're getting there. Might even be able to show you how to do the bracelet. Okay.
Someone else is wondering about pearl knotting if we have time.
Oh yeah. Let's see. We are almost done with this, and then I'm going to talk about pearl knotting and the bracelet and some other things. I hope that's okay. Or do you want me to do it now?
Sounds good. Whatever works best for you.
Okay, we have enough time, so I'll finish this up and then we'll do that. Okay. Thank you. Thank you that's an excellent question. Okay, here we go. 1/2 inch, lifting it off. Next set of beads. Bring down the crystal, create the loop for the knot, bring everything through. When then you can work with leather with this, but with leather, there's a different way of doing it. Instead of like pulling back and forth on the leather, what you would do, I'll show you, make believe that this is leather. I'd put the loop on the post and I'd put the previous knot at the 1/2 inch, and then you would close up the loop. So you wouldn't put a lot of pressure on the leather. And then index finger and thumb, lift the knot off the post, and there you go. So make believe I'm working with leather right now, or even the wax cord, because that you also don't want to push back and forth. So knot right there, create the loop for the knot, bring everything through. And with this one, if this was leather, what I would do is I would push the beads right up to the post and then pull on the leather, okay? And then here we go. Pearls and leather, yes, that's nice. That's another project. Okay, lift the knot off the post, push, and there you go. All nice and tight. Okay. And remember that this is for right-handed and left-handed people. I'm right-handed, I use this side of the board, and this is for left-handed people. If I wanted to use the millimeters, what I would do is I would just turn and use it to there. Just wanted to give that little tip there, but I'm using this one, okay? So that's right there. So now like a 1/2 inch spacing we want. There we go. Lift off, give a tug. And oh, you know what? I missed the bead on this one. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you something. Let's see. I want a knot on the other side of the bead. There we go. And this is going to be perfect because this is just, a practice one. I missed the hematite bead right there. So now you're going to see why I use the hematite bead. Okay. And even if you make a mistake, nobody's going to know. So create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, closing up the loop, and I want the 1/2 inch. So the 1/2 inch is right there. And now watch this, okay? This is good. I'm glad I made a mistake. I usually check all my beads to make sure that I got it right. But see, the hole is a little bit too big to hold the knot. Oh, wait a minute. It's holding the knot. It made a liar out of me. Oh, see, no, it went right through. There. And that's why I use that bead right there. So it will hold the knot. Create the loop for the knot and bring everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, close that up, and then take your next bead. So that was a good mistake to show you. There we go. And then you just create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, close. And then I'm just gonna index finger thumb, lift off, give a tug. Okay, I did have one that I was going to finish up, but I'm finishing up this one. I didn't think I'd have enough time. Okay, create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, closing up the loop, and I'm going to pull till that bead is right up to the post. And index finger thumb, I'm going to do it this way again, my little tripod, so you can see both ways. Get that good pinch and tight tension on the cord. Once you got that good pinch, let it go, give a tug, and then there's your knot. Then create the loop for the knot again. Let's see, something about making 2 knots at the same time? Oh, of course, yes. I'll do that at the end, okay? I'll show you. We're almost there. Okay, create the loop for the knot. And then, just bring all your beads through the loop. It may get a little bit, like when you first start, you'll get your own rhythm, getting all those beads through there. I used to teach class, I had a shop, and I used to love how people would get the beads through the loop. Yes, I'd leave my oops there because nobody's going to see it. Sometimes it's fun, because it's, it's there, but no one else does. Oops. Okay. And then I'm going to create the loop for the knot, everything through, loop on the post. But actually, no, if I wasn't doing the class, I most likely would have taken the beads off. But since I'm doing the class, I wanted it to be perfect. I didn't want to stop and restring them. Create the loop for the knot, and we are on our last beads right here. All right, so what I have, this is the anchor bead that's going to push the last knot. Okay, and then there's the last beads that we're going to use. So just create the loop for the knot, bring all your beads through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, and close up that bead, the knot. I'm sorry, bring the beads all the way to the post, and then get your last bead right here. Lift the knot off the post, and there you go, just like that. Okay, so now if you want to just do a double knot, so what you do is you just create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, and then you just bring it through again, just like that. There's the double knot, okay? Put the loop on the post. I'm closing up the loop, and I'm going to want that 1 inch again. So we're going to put a little bit of glue right there. So I just and there's your double knot, lift it off, and it's a little bit more of a knot right there. So you can always use double knots too if you like. All right. So
yeah, and would you recommend doing the double knot to secure those larger beads?
Sometimes I do that. Yes. That's a really great question. You can do it that way too, instead of using, oops, let me get a piece of paper. Here we go. To secure the bead better. So what I like to do is I use this GS Hypo cement, and I put glue at the bottom. Hold on a second. All right. Don't squeeze the glue. It'll come out itself just by the bottom of it. You hold the bottom, or else you get too much glue coming out. And then I just like to put glue on the knot. And you want to wait for this glue to dry. So wait about like, I would say overnight to do it. And then I'll show you the finished project. Oh, the glue's name again is GS Hypo Cement, or you can use whatever glue you have in the house. Just make sure that it's not gonna, fray, okay? Or sometimes I used to use nail polish there. And then I just let it sit on a piece of cardboard or paper overnight. And okay, so this is done. We just finished our project. I'm gonna put that over there, and I'll show you the original project. Here it is. See, we started at the purple. The middle is the purple. And then I went back down. But you can do the project whichever way you want. Oh, the name of the glue again. Here, let me show you what it looks like, the packaging. And then you can always watch the video again over at the Michael's YouTube channel, Michael's online classes. Okay, I hope that helps right there. But now I want to show you the pearl knotting, okay? And if you have any other questions about this, let me know. And I want to show you what you do is you leave about 1/4 of an inch, and then you just give a little, there, just cutting it a little bit more, and then you're good to go. Okay, so now let's see how much time we have. Oh, this is perfect. Nice. So I can show you. What was that?
Oh, I was just letting you know we are at 15 minutes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, this is good. Okay. So now I started the pearl knotting right here. Okay. Me and my husband, we were outside. He goes, somebody's going to want to know how to do pearl knotting. I'm like, oh, you're right. Because he used to do the shows with me. He's great. Okay. So I started this, and all you have to do, you just don't do the spacing. You just bring a pearl down. Again, create the loop for the knot, and you bring all your beads through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. I always like have that loop facing you because it's like continuity, and it just makes it easier. And then you just close up the loop. And then there's going to be gaps there. Don't worry about it. Make sure it's facing out. Don't bring it back to the measurement line. It won't be tight enough. So give that tight tension. Take your next bead. And then, you can just lift the knot off the post, and my index finger and thumb holding the bead, I'm going to push it to the knot. Just like that. And there you go. Nice and tight. So what this is, just no spacing. And then you just bring everything through. Put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. Close up that loop. There you go. Okay. And then what you want to do is just lift the knot off the post, and then see that bead. I'm holding that bead, and I'm going to push right there. Okay. All righty. And then I want to just bring the bead down, and it's just as simple as that. There we go. the loop towards you, index finger to close it up, push the bead till it's right up to the post, bring everything down, and then you're going to lift knot off the post and push that down. Okay, so now I just want to show you really quickly how to do the bracelet. All right, it's almost done, but I can describe it to you and you can see exactly how to make it, because you can watch it again on YouTube, which is the best. Okay, so here's the bracelet. And these, you can use the leftover beads that you have. Okay, I'm going to take this off so you can see exactly what I'm doing. All right. So what I did.
Folks are also wondering if you can go over how to add a clasp or how to end the project.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, with this one, the lariat, I don't do any of the clasp. If I can do another class, I could show from start to finish of all the different ways to do it, but it's just the same as wire. You can use a crimp bead. You could just even tie a knot. I don't have anything here right now to show you how to do this. But I'll get something out there. Okay. All right. So this is how I strung the beads on. I put on the hematite bead, the crystal, and a hematite bead. And again, I had the first knot there and then the other knot. My next knot is at the 2.5 inch mark. My previous knot is at 2.5. Okay, right there. Now with this one, I'm doing a 1/4 inch spacing right there. Okay, the lariat was a 1/2 inch and this is 1/4 inch. So you do one set of bead. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I saved the last one, 6 sets of beads so you can see. Okay, the 1/4 inch. So what I'm going to do is create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you, close up the loop. And that's right, the 1/4 inch is right there, index finger and thumb. And there you go. Okay. And then bring the beads down, create the loop for the knot, bring everything through, put the loop on the post, have that loop facing you. And then with this one, I'm just going to pinch the beads, lift it off, and there you go. All right. So now to finish this, this bracelet, it's really fun. Wait till you see this. Okay. So these 2 beads are going to stay down at the knot. You're going to take the needle right here and go through this bead right there. Okay. And you're going to pull until you're right up to that previous knot. And then what you want to do is you want to put on another crystal and another hematite bead right here. Excellent. Okay. I hope everyone can see that. Okay, so now what you want to do, you want to do another 2.5 inch spacing. Okay, so I'm right-handed. Almost forgot I was right-handed. Okay, just create the loop for the knot and then bring it all through and put the loop. Let me just make sure you're seeing this. Put the loop on the post. Always have that loop facing you. Close up that loop. And this one, I want to bring it back to the previous knot at the 2.5 inch mark. Lift the knot off the post, give a tug, and then there's your knot. Okay. And what I'm going to do is just do one more knot, because I want to cut there. Just do that right there. And then I'm just going to trim the cord so you can see how the bracelet is going to look. Right there. Right there. And then what you would do is you would just add glue right to the last knot there. I mean, not the second to the last knot, and knot there. And then once it dries, you can trim it. And then you got this really beautiful bracelet that matches your lariat. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this class. And what I want to do is I want to show you how the lariat looks, how you can wear it, okay? So let me go back over to the other camera right here. And that was fun. Thank you, everyone. This was great. All right. So what you can do, let me try and stand up, is just take it and then just wrap it like this. You can wrap it as high as you want or as low as you want. And it just makes it so pretty. And then you can always even just wear this, wear it going down your back, just like that. And then what we do is you can wear it as a bracelet. So you just want to like wrap it all different ways, just so pretty. And then, oops, I'm sorry. And then you just tuck it underneath. And there you go. Let me try and tuck it again. Okay, one that way and one the other. Well, and then there it is as a bracelet. I guess you can see it. And then you can also wear it as an anklet if you wanted to. And it also looks just beautiful hanging on a hook. All right. Well, is there any questions, anybody? Do you have any more questions? I really want to thank everybody for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you enjoyed the knotting. It's a lot of fun. And what's great is you don't need a lot of beads, and it's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So thank you again. And thank you, Michaels, for letting me do this. Such a great experience.